Hello and welcome. I am Bobby Westside, your friendly neighborhood rock star. This is Bobby Westside Presents Not Ones, the show with spicy questions and even spicier answers for your intellectual taste buds. I am here joined by my best friend and bass player for my band, Bobby Westside and Lo-Fi's, Mr. Roland Torrance. How are you doing, Roland?
Outstanding. Very hungry.
Great. So we just got done recording episode 2 of my podcast, Bobby Westside Vinyl and Coffee, wherever you get your podcasts, coming to you soon, because I'm pretty sure this video is going to be out before the podcast is out. So I don't know if you know this. I mean, clearly you know this now, but I didn't know if you were getting ready for this. But Hot Ones, one of our favorite shows to watch on YouTube. You and I talk about this almost every week. There's a new episode.
Oh yeah.
But they released Friday. You can get this at your local Walmart. This is not a sponsor, but they released a bag of Hot Ones, and they have their sauces. They have some of their signature sauces. They have their classic hot sauce, Los Calientes, and of course the Last Step. So since Roland came to town to record an episode of the podcast, I was like, hey, you know what? This came out. Why don't we just try doing a little Hot Ones episode?
Yeah, pop culture and chicken. It's kind of like our favorite things ever.
Exactly. Pop culture, food, and probably going to talk about music. So, of course, you know, me being the talent of the band, I'm going to act as host. I'm going to be the Sean of this little video. And I've had a lot to say over the years through my lyrics and being the front man of the band. So I thought we could speak to someone who normally you doesn't really have a lot to say in the band. Of course, you being the first guest of this thing that's probably just going to be a one-off. So, of course, thank you for joining me today. So Mr. Torrance, what is your spice tolerance?
Extremely high.
That is very true. Me and you have gone to various local eating establishments and have tried a lot of hot wings and just a lot of spicy food in general. And I am always amazed at how a gringo with blue eyes can eat such spicy foods.
Yeah. No, it started when I was in college. There was a Thai restaurant down the street, and I was always pretty good with spice.
Called a haberdashery?
No, it was called Top 10 Thai in Richmond.
Oh, the food Thai.
Yeah.
Not the clothing.
Yeah. Always with the puns. It was called Top 10 Thai. I was always pretty good with spice. There was always hot sauce that was always in the house and used on food growing up. But I used to go to this place when I was, 19, 20, 21, 22. And I just would progressively get food hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. So that's really where I trained.
Okay. So, we're doing like half of what they normally do. Usually have 10 wings. Here we have, it comes in the bag with these little nuggets that you can see right there. Not really wings.
Yeah, they're not wings.
We have one wing so I bought this bag and then you bought this one, and then you bought another sauce, that sauce that we have right here, and those are going to be our first two. We're going to have, so of course it's going to go from left to right, hot to, oh, that's the last dab. Never had that before. This is really hot. So
I'm not afraid.
So we're going to start off with, what did you get today?
This is a Melinda's Black Truffle Hot Sauce.
Okay.
A little milder.
Yeah, and you were saying it kind of tasted like something from Buffalo Wild Wings?
Kind of like the spicy garlic sauce.
Okay, so let's just start off with trying that one first. This one's probably not going to be spicy at all.
No, tastes good.
Good, yeah.
But not spicy.
So, Roland. Why do you look so bored on stage?
Well, first off, you have to fill the traditional bass player role. I mean, there are the outliers such as Flea,
right?
People like that. But even some of the most incredible bass players ever, like John Entwistle, always look bored. Always. Bill Wyman always looked bored. Bass player is supposed to look bored, and it's a combination of that And also being in deep concentration and deep thought, desperately trying not to screw up.
That's true. The early years of Bobby Westside, when you first joined the band, if you watch those videos, there's a video on YouTube, and you can see it on our Instagram page, B Westside Band. Instagram at B Westside Band. And you can definitely tell you were kind of pointed towards me, and you're just kind of standing there. Is there any reason for that?
Yeah, I would watch your hands for the chord changes.
Oh, okay.
I would always, and I still perform. I don't perform full onto the audience, always to the side, like profile.
Oh, okay.
I still watch your hands for chord changes.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
It helps, you know.
Yeah, whatever you need.
Whatever gets you through the show.
Luckily, since then, you've gained the confidence to not always have to be looking towards my hands.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes I even face away from you, just so you'll have to rely on your own mental capabilities.
Yeah, I have better days than others.
Okay, so second we have just a normal, just barbecue wing. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tasty wing.
Yeah, I think this is pretty run-of-the-mill.
Mm-hmm.
I think you meant buffalo.
Nothing too special. What?
I think you meant buffalo.
I said buffalo.
You said barbecue.
Ah. Keep it in. We're not doing another take.
No, it's fine. We all know what you meant.
And our only one that's an actual wing.
That,
not
you
just
know,
a glorified chicken nugget.
for a regular store frozen chicken wing, that's pretty damn good.
I know. I think I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get some of those for the big game.
What, I get Tyson?
Yeah. So, Roland, what is your favorite song that I've written? Because really, this podcast is, or this video podcast is still just going to be about me.
Oh yeah, and that's okay. This song is not about you, Barbara.
Oh, that is a very good song. That is also one of my favorite songs.
It's in drop D, so it has a dark sound, and it reminds me of, you know, it really takes me back, especially the lyrics. You know, it reminds me of being, you know, in high school, maybe being in an awkward social setting, various people. It's it as the kids say, hits you in the feels.
I do love that song. That was one of the first songs I wrote for the band.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I wrote it for the band that me and Salvador were in before then, but we just never played that one. And so I had it for like 2 or 3 years before we actually got played in front of people.
It's one of the first songs we played together as a trio.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah, but I always liked it, you know, especially in bass. Drop D has a very powerful sound. And
Oh yeah, you can really feel it in the cojones.
and there's a few times where I hit the open low E string, which is tuned down to D, and it's a very deep, dark sound, which I like a lot. Being a horror fan, darker the better.
Yes, on your bass dubbed Black Phillip.
From The Witch.
Yes.
Great horror movie.
I'm pretty sure it's The Witch.
Yeah, you can call it that.
Okay, so moving on, we have our first of the Hot One sauces. We have the classic Hot One sauce. So this is the one that usually they start off with.
Oh, okay.
On the number 3 spot, because the first two were just kind of like, eh. That's
Yeah.
a tasty chicken nugget.
Pretty run of the mill. Nothing crazy there. Little tiny tang.
I will have to mention that, you know, of course, this is meant to be like commercially manufactured, so it's probably not going to be a 1-to-1 comparison of what the actual sauces is that you see in Hot Ones. But it's something that will appeal to a mass audience of food.
But it's perfect for not ones.
Exactly, it's perfect for not ones. So, I know that you're a big fan of Bob Dylan. You beat me to buying a Bob Dylan record collection at local hotspot Iconic Records.
True story.
But is he your favorite singer-songwriter with the name Robert?
You know, there's another one that wears sunglasses a lot when he performs that I'm very partial to.
I mean, you could still be talking about Bob Dylan.
Yeah, he did wear a lot of sunglasses. This one doesn't chain smoke though.
It's true. One and done when it comes to smoking before the pandemic.
Yeah, I am talking about Bobby Westside because his lyrics are fire.
Speaking of which, it didn't hit me at first, but now I'm like, oh, now I'm starting to feel a little spice in
A
the back
little
of my throat.
creeper.
Yeah.
A little bit of a creeper.
So yeah, that's definitely something that like creeps up on you. So next we have the Los Calientes. That's a good sauce.
That's a great flavor.
Nice and sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
But it still has that spice.
Yeah, I can taste the heat a little bit more, but it's so sweet. I like that.
Man. Oh, that spice, it gangs up on you too.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it yet. I just really like that taste. That's really good.
Well, I'm not saying it's like overpowering. I'm just saying like, oh yeah, there's a little spice to it.
Yeah, I do like that a lot.
So, much like on Hot Ones, we're going to do the segment Explain That Gram. We're going to show you a picture from your Instagram, and we just need a little bit more context behind it. So let me pull that up right here. So, explain to me this picture.
Okay. All right. This picture, it's a picture of myself, Bobby Westside, and Salvador Wheelie, the outstanding drummer in the Bobby Westside trio, or Bobby Westside and the Lo-Fis. So what we're doing there, that was the very first episode of Bobby Westside's Vinyl and Coffee.
Available soon wherever you get your podcasts.
And Bobby Westside Vinyl and Coffee, great concept. Coffee, which we all love, helps us get through the day. We drink different kind of coffee, and we talk about a vinyl record, another thing that we love, the sound of vinyl. So we've done now, there's 3 episodes.
Yes, as of the time we're filming this, there's been 3 episodes in the bank, and those should be starting to roll out in March.
Yeah, so if you like coffee, if you like music, it's worth a listen.
Absolutely. And what record did we talk about on that very first episode with Salvador Wheelie?
Alice Cooper, Love It to Death.
And I mention that because, of course, we are reaching the very last wing that we have to try here, and it's the last dab. Now, much like in actual Hot Ones, in Not Ones, of course, we're going to recreate by adding a little extra sauce, but we don't have a bottle of the last dab with us. So we're going to use Alice Cooper's Poison hot sauce that I got for Christmas from my sister.
Alice,
So
we love you. We do. We love
Absolutely.
Alice Cooper.
So we're just going to add a little extra to the sauce. This is the hottest one in his collection, and has Carolina Reaper on there, so we're just going to add a little dab.
A little dab will do you, as my dad used to say. The guy that got me into Alice Cooper. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep, that fills up your mouth. That is spicy.
Oh.
Good flavor. But it's not a creeper. It's like an immediate, like, boom, it hits you. Now you see I had to reach for the water there.
I mean, I've been drinking this whole thing, but only out of habit. That one kind of hit me.
Yeah, this is not weak at all. The Alice Cooper Poison Reaper hot sauce, spicy.
Oh, I put so much on it. I put so much.
You did.
Oh.
It's not for the faint of heart. Bobby Westside will be fine. He'll be okay.
Okay. Well, Mr. Roland Torrance, that is our show. Anything you'd like to promote before we close out?
Absolutely. Even though I'm often the silent member of the band as the bass player, I'm happy to be vocal about the Evil X's album coming out next month.
Yes. Evil X's release date to be determined. So, as we're closing up, our final question is, what song would you like me to sing? Never mind, I have one.
Oh, no. Oh, we're about to go into another very famous Bobby Westside series here.
I like to call this Bobby Westside annoys Roland Torrance with an early 2000s rock song.
Not just any, the really bad ones, and there were a lot of them. Oh boy.
I'm far away, give it to myself. I'm far away, leave love bleeding in my hands again. Leave love bleeding in my hands. Leave love bleeding. Thank you. This has been Not Once. This has been Bobby Westside Presents Not Once. Oh, that last one really got me.